What's up, guys? Chris Romulo, aka Crom here. Thanks again for signing up for your ultimate kettlebell workout. Guaranteed this training session will get you fired up. So let's stop wasting time. Let's cross the threshold. All right, guys, let's get ready to warm up. Put 2 minutes on the clock. When you hear that bell, let's start moving that rope. Remember, you don't have to do anything fancy. Just got to keep that rope moving. Let's go. Nice and light on the toes, relax the shoulders. Yeah, make sure you're breathing. Side to side. Nice, nice, keep that rhythm. Even if you mess up, just get right back on it. Yeah, mix up the footwork a little, heel to toe if you can, or not, just stick with the feet together. Use your wrist to move that rope. Get some high knees if you can. Yeah, good. Breathe. Try to keep your posture. Yeah, I'm changing the scenery here. Yeah, mixing up the footwork again. Main thing is to try to have some fun on the rope. Change up your speeds, change up some intervals, meaning get some high pace rope skipping or some regular slow pace. Yeah, there we go. Mix it up if you can. Mix it up or just speed that rope up. Again, you don't have to get fancy. Just move that rope a little faster. Move your feet, move your hands. Keep that breathing going. In through the nose, out through the mouth. There we go. We got about 40 seconds left. Yeah, there we go. You should feel like you're warming up now. That heart rate's getting up. Maybe you're breaking a little sweat. Yeah, there we go. Keep it moving, keep it moving. There we go. Again, even if you mess up, get right back on it. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to mix it up a little now. High knees. There we go. Got a few seconds left. Nice. Time. All right, breathe. All right, I'm gonna reset the clock for 2 minutes now. We're gonna go through some dynamic stretches, holding on to the rope. Start with your legs wide or about a little wider than shoulder width. We're gonna go with front bends first. Try to keep your arms straight, bend at the hip, reach for your toes, reach for the sky. There we go. Inhale down, exhale up. Now let's get some side bends. Loosen up your obliques. Yeah, keep that rope stretched out over your head. All right, now let's get some windmills. Let's get some rotations, left to right, right to left, big circles. You can keep your legs straight, but make sure you're bending at the waist. Keep your arms straight too. There we go. All right, next up, let's get some overhead squats. Don't worry about rep counts right now. Just get a few movements. Just feel like you're loosening up your hips. Keep those arms straight, chest up, look straight ahead. Hips below the knees. There we go. Loosen up the hips, shoulders, back, and legs. All right, now let's really warm up those shoulders. Shoulder circles front to back. If you need to widen out your grip, you can do that. Yeah, keep those arms straight, front to back. Now let's pivot and twist. Yeah, make sure you keep your knees slightly bent on both directions of these. Yeah, swing through. Let's get a few more rotations. Let's get some bent over windmills. Think of touching your toes. There we go. Swing through. Big twist. All right, next up, let's get some overhead lunges. Start from the hip. Go overhead as you step out in that lunge. Try to get that back knee to the ground. Let's get some good posture. Nice long step. There we go. Head through. Nice. Keep your balance too. And again, as always, keep the breathing going. All right, time's up. All right, so that was 2 minutes on the rope, 2 minutes on the stretches. Now we're going to get right into our 8 minute AMRAP, as many reps as possible. So I just set 8 minutes on the clock. Again, keep in mind what we're working on. First move is going to be our sit-throughs. So when you hear that bell, let's get working. And go. 8 sit-throughs. Butt to the ground. There we go. Twist the hips. Very nice. Next up, let's grab that kettlebell. Bring it into goblet squat position. Let's get 10 reps of these. Inhale down, exhale up. Try to get your elbows to your knees. Yeah, drive through your heels. 10 reps. Very good. Now let's go back to a bodyweight move. Now we're going to go Hindu push-ups for 8 reps. Elbows in tight. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you drive your hips back up. As you drive your hips back up, try to get your heels towards the ground. Really push off with the arms. Nice. Stretch at the bottom. Good work, good work. All right, back up to your feet. Now we got alternating kettlebell snatch, 10 reps. So the rep counts are 8, 10, 8, 10. We're gonna try to get as many reps and rounds. This is finishing up on this first round. Yeah, I call it the zip and punch. So think of a big zipper up the middle and then punch it right up at the top. That's a good way to think of that kettlebell snatch. You're using your hips, legs, and back. It's a pulling motion. All right, back to the top. Round number 2. Back to your sit-throughs. 8 reps. Try to, just enough. You have just enough reps to get through without breaking, meaning without resting. You rest at the end of the exercise for a couple breaths and then get right back on it. All right, now we're back to goblet squats. Hips low, back straight. Notice I'm trying to fully lock out at the top and I'm trying to get my hips below my knees. All right, back to your Hindu push-up. So from another angle, you can see I'm gonna stretch at the bottom, drive my hips up as high as possible. There we go. Think of a big wave. Or chin, chest, and then stomach, in that order. You're actually gonna try to keep yourself off of the ground, meaning don't rest at the bottom, but you're going in that order of chin, chest, and stomach. All right, back to your kettlebell snatches. Take a deep breath. Let's get 10 of these. Nice. Notice I'm gonna drive off of my toes like I was getting ready to jump with that kettlebell. I'm actually jumping the kettlebell to the top of the rep to zip and punch. There we go. These are a lot of back muscles working here. The hamstrings, your calf muscles, your glutes, your entire back. Okay, let's get back to the top. This is the start of round 3. Again, as many rounds or reps as you can. So even if you got a few seconds left on the clock, keep knocking out those reps. All right, grab that goblet squat. We call this the bottoms up position. You can hold them by the horns with the bottom of the kettlebell facing down, or you can hold it like this with the handles or the horns facing down and the bottom of the kettlebell facing up. Nice job, deep breath. Back to those Hindu push-ups. I'm feeling it now. I know you guys are too. Again, try to move as efficiently as you can. Good, clean movements. Even if you have to take a little break, take a couple deep breaths and then we'll get right back to it. I know you feel the burn, but that's the whole point of this. Get those muscles working, break them down to build them back up. I always like to say we're working heart and lungs too, not just the muscles, heart and lungs. cardiovascular work, especially when you're doing kettlebell training. That's why I feel like it's great for martial artists, fighters, combat athletes, or any kind of athlete. We're not sitting on a machine, we are the machine. All right, let's get this next round in, round 4. Back to the sit-throughs. Yeah, move your body. Twist, very good, back up. Goblet squats coming up, take a deep breath. Bottoms up, elbows to the knees. Looking good, folks, looking good. Keep your composure. Main thing is keeping good form all the way through. Obviously, keeping good form will keep your body safe. Less risk of pulling a muscle, tweaking a joint. We want to stay safe and smart as we push ourselves hard. Nice. We're digging in now. Breathe, breathe. Keep that breathing going. Keep the oxygen flowing through your body. Big deep breaths. Let's finish up round 4 strong. Come on. I don't care where you are. Round 4, round 3, round 2. Increase your capacity. There we go. Nice job. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Even if you're not with me right now, whatever movement you're on, think move. Move with a purpose. Nice. Keep it moving. Take a deep breath. I'm feeling this too, folks. I'm on round 5. Wherever you're at, keep it moving. Hey, and if you need to take a break, that's cool too. But don't rest too long. Don't let your heart rate come down. If you're gonna get a quick sip of water, don't guzzle. We don't want cramps. If it's cold water, swish it around in your mouth a little, warm it up. Your body will absorb it a little better. And it won't bounce or it won't swish around in your stomach. All right, let's get to it. Come on, we're on round 5. Inhale down, exhale up. Again, whatever round you're on, keep pushing through. Good, breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe and move. It's the key to life. Breathe and move. Nice, back to those kettlebell snatches, or again, wherever you are. Stay on the grind. Stay the course. Good. And time. Very nice. 8 minutes is up. That was a tough one. But hey, they don't get easier. You just keep getting stronger. All right, breathe, folks. Breathe for a little bit. Shake it off. Walk it off. Try not to sit down. Stay on your feet. Just slow your breathing down. All right, now we're just going to move everything off to the side. Grab another quick breath. Okay, now we're going to go through some static stretching. This is the best time to work static stretching with a good Samson stretch. Notice I'm in a deep lunge. My knee is down on the ground. My toes are supporting me on the back foot. Got my fingers interlaced and I got my palms turned up towards the ceiling. Let's switch sides. You're gonna hold for a few seconds on each side. You're gonna try to bring your arms behind you and your hips are gonna drive forward as your head stays in good position. Again, it's a good stretch for every muscle in the body, pretty much. Good, don't hold your breath. Big, slow breaths. All right, next one. We're gonna go into what I call the Crom stretch. You're You're in another lunge, except now your back knee is off of the ground. You're twisting and reaching up towards the sky as you try to drop your hips. You'll feel a good stretch in the hip flexors, the quads, the back, the arms, the shoulders. Again, another good full body stretch. And as always, breathe. This one you're not moving as much like the dynamic stretches. You're just holding and reaching a little further with each breath or each exhale. All right, now we got our sumo stretch. You're just gonna sit low, trying to keep your feet flat to the ground, knees turned out. You might be trying to push out on your knees with your elbows. Notice I'm trying to keep my back flat. Yeah, breathe. Sit low. If you can't get as low just yet, that is your goal. Keep your eyes on the prize. Big, deep stretches. All right, next up, you got a good cobra stretch. Chest, back, shoulders, stomach. A little bit of your hip flexors, so you're stretching your legs out. Yeah, hips on the ground. Now we're gonna go into your down dog stretch. And if you're familiar with yoga, you are definitely familiar with this. Kind of like our Hindu push-up, except our feet are a little closer together and we're just holding. And again, if you're familiar with yoga, your baby pose. Walk your fingers out. Try to get your knees spread, your toes together. You can also reach through to get a good stretch on the shoulders. It's a good cross-body stretch. Very nice. And let's end it off with a nice jump to the feet. Go work, guys. Go weight a champ up.
Thanks for checking out the free Ultimate Kettlebell workout, guys. If that got you fired up, try my Kettlebell by Crom series on my website, crompc.com, to make you more explosive and dynamic. Thanks again, and remember, cross your threshold.